Hi, I'm Dr. Jamie, and you are watching the Dr. Jamie channel. Today I want to share with you how to help an angry child overcome their anger. See, anger is a mixed emotion. Often it's mixed with feelings of sadness or frustration or anxiety or worry, and it comes out in anger. When you have a child that is frequently angry, you really want to know the source of their anger. So take time to explore that with them. Children have very little control over their lives, so allow them to take and assume some of that control. Think about it for a moment. We tell them what to eat, what time to eat, how to act, what to say, what not to say, how to behave, where to put their toys, where to do this, where to do that. Almost every minute of their day is controlled, and that can lead to stress or even anger. Think about it for a moment on your perspective. When control is taken away from you, how do you feel? You feel angry or frustrated with the situation. So allow them to have certain control over certain things. Pick your battles. If they want to watch a show on repeat over and over and over again, there is something behind that. Allow them to do that. If they want to put their toys in a certain lineup in their room, allow them that control. And give them a little bit of control over some portion of their lives. But today what I'm going to do is share some specific tips with you on how you can help a child overcome anger. I'm going to share 5 of those tips with you today. Tip number 1, model how to be when angry. Model some healthy ways so that they can learn how to overcome their anger when they're frustrated and freaking out and very, very angry. If you, when you're angry, are cussing, throwing things, screaming, yelling, they're going to model that. So be very cognizant what type of behavior you are modeling. The 80-20 rule comes in here, right? The percentage. Children do 80% of what you do and only 20% of what you say. So be very aware of how you act and what types of behaviors you model when you're angry. Tip number 2, educate your child on the retreat, rethink, react. We've talked about this time and time again. When you are angry, walk away, retreat, then rethink, and then go ahead and react. Children are often very reactive. Educate them on the importance of when they feel the anger escalating, get out of the situation immediately, retreat from them. Educate them on when they retreat to journal, to take deep breaths. Go ahead and scream in your pillow, but get away from the situation and then rethink about what's going on, and lastly, react. A tip we could use too, right? Tip number 3, be preventative. So before your child gets angry, they need to know, okay, what can I do to not let my anger blow up, to get even worse? Well, some of the things that you can educate them on are the importance of good sleep, good nutrition, making sure that they get exercise or they get outdoors. If you have a really young child, helping them identify feelings. They might not know what embarrassed means. They might get butterflies in their stomach, and they don't know how to tell you that they have butterflies in their stomach. So helping them identify emotions will help anger go down because they can communicate, right? It's really frustrating. It can make us really angry, even as adults, when we're trying to convey something and we just don't know the words to say, or we just don't know how to get our point across. So help them learn to get their point across. Tip number 4, talk about their strengths. A lot of times children are angry because they're not confident in themselves. They don't have a lot of successes behind them. Maybe they're failing at something, and that can really be frustrating and increase anger. Talk to them about what their strengths are, and then educate them on ways to intentionally use those strengths in other areas of their lives to bring a certain area up, or to make them feel more confident in a certain area of their life. All right, tip number 5, my final tip for you on how you can help an angry child overcome anger is restructure their environment. And this works really well, especially with younger children. So think about your environment. Is it full of clutter? That can cause anxiety. Anxiety can increase anger. Maybe your mornings are really hectic. You're making lunches with your kid. You can't find their shoes anywhere. They're taking a bath. They're running all over the place. You can't find uniforms for school. All of these things contribute to the anxiety and a terrible start to your day for you and them, and that escalates their anger. So instead, taking a step back and saying, hey, we need to structure this. Let's take baths at night. Let's do lunches at night. Let's make sure our shoes are at the door and our uniforms are out at night. That way in the morning when you wake up, Everything's where it's supposed to be. Half of the stuff is done and we can get through the morning much more smooth. This will reduce their anxiety, which then reduces their anger. All right? So what do you do if you want to help a child overcome their anger? First and foremost, model how to be when angry. Give them healthy techniques on what to do when they're angry. Teach them retreat, rethink, react. Help them to be preventative in their anger. Talk about their strengths and help them redesign their environment if it's working against them. If you like these tips, you're going to love all my tips at drjamiek.com. You can also click on the link below that says subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And every Friday, right here in this chair at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can watch the Dr. Jamie Show live, and we can actually chat live as well. Just go to BidChat and download the free app. And on Fridays, right here, the Dr. Jamie Show live. I hope to see you there.